Um, yeah, I think also one thing that should be considered. We joke about Ben's weight a lot, but he's lost weight. He's probably what they said the lightest he's ever
Yeah.
been. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like either whether that's true or not, we'll see. But I think even if he is a little bit lighter, that does bring up an interesting question to me, and that is he going to be able to really hold up if he's carrying less weight, which means usually that means you're easier to get injured. Um, it just I wonder if that was a smart move as far as durability goes with him. I understand why he would do it because you're just coming off injury, you're going to be rusty, so you want to be lighter. But you know, this Steelers, he's always gotten hit under the Steelers offense. You know, that's never been something that doesn't happen with him. And with him being able to take hits with the beef that's in this division, I wonder if that's going to be something where it's going to be a question if he can hold up for 16 games.
It's an interesting point, but look, here's what I'll say about the injury concerns with Ben, right? Because this is a guy who's only missed one game due to injury before the elbow surgery, of course, but one game due to injury, you know, in those 3 years prior. But you'd have to go back to that injury he had against the Rams, where he looked like he tore his ACL in that game. Where he really missed significant time. I think he missed 4 games that year. Actually, Quincy, you'll remember that year because remember the year where Landry Jones was playing against the Browns, and then the Browns hurt Landry Jones, so Ben was like, screw it, I'll come in and play that game. That was that year. But no, Ben, Ben, look, every year. What's that?
Was that the year with Mike Vick?
Yes, that was the year with Mike Vick. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was the Mike Vick year.
He did have a weird number 2 Mike Vick year. Yeah, I remember that.
That's right. That's right. No, I mean, look, Ben, Ben's weight always gets played up, right? Like we played it up in the offseason, and like the guy did look fat. I mean, he just did, right? Now, some people are like, well, it's just because he had a beard or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I saw him on the sideline too, right? I know an overweight guy when I see it. He was pretty overweight, but he's back in shape. And we hear this, and it's so stupid because we hear this every single camp about like how many Ravens or Browns or Bengals do we hear about every year who's like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I've been working so hard this offseason. I'm working on X, Y, and Z, right? And of course, Ben says the exact same thing. You know, I remember the one year where he's like, I got a nutritionist this year, and I've been working. It's like, okay, stop. No one cares, right? No one cares. You came in good shape. Great. You're a professional athlete. You're supposed to show up in good shape, right?
It's like, he's like, I got a nutritionist this year.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. You're a 10-year vet.
What exactly? It's like, hello, you are a professional athlete. Like, okay, you got one now? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I always find that stuff silly. I really do. I always find that kind of talk. I'm in the best shape of my life. Okay, you are a professional athlete. Every year you should be in the best. You should be in the best possible shape. That is what you are paid to do. So that stuff's always silly to me. So yeah, Ben's lighter this year. I don't know if that's going to have a real impact on him as a player. But yeah, he said, I feel better than I have in 14 years. So he's a rookie. Ben's coming back, 15-1, baby.
By the way, every quarterback over the age of 35, every time they come back from camp, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. Tom Brady been in the best shape of his life for like 7 years.
Oh yeah, Didn't they say that he's throwing better now? Didn't Chris Godwin? Didn't Gronk say like he's at a whole other level now? Like
they told me he throw the ball deeper. They were like, yeah, he's gotten more arm strength. We can't wait to use that. How did that work out? You know what I mean? Yeah, Baker's in the best shape of his life too. He's definitely going to throw 10 interceptions in the very least. So the whole best shape in his life, or this wide receiver looks jacked, or this guy came back looking. But it usually never matters. And
it doesn't matter.
Once they get in the pads, you're like, oh, he looks the same. He looks pretty normal. Like you're like squinting at the screen to try to see. Oh, let's see if Marquise Brown got more muscle definition.